Last year I bought this van. I've wanted a van for a while. I even sold my MX-5 to get this thing. Oh, I miss that car. One thing I've been wanting to do with this van is convert it, and today is the big day. And I'm not doing it myself because I have converted vans in the past and the quality was a little bit iffy, let's say that. So I am here at the Ply Guys near Dumbarton to have a professional job done. Now before they get started on the work, I'm just going to run through what this van is because I'm sure I've got a lot of new viewers since I got this thing. So what is it and why did I get it? Well, this is a Renault Traffic. It's a 2016 model and I got it because, well, firstly it was local and it was within my price range, but actually I really like these vans. Now don't get me wrong, I don't think they're the prettiest vans out there. I think the Ford Transits and the VW Transporters are nicer looking, but this one doesn't actually look too bad. This is the latest one without the hump on top, so I think that's an improvement. And this one even has a spoiler on the back, which I think is really nice. It's got the nice alloy wheels and it's even got a metal runner along the sides, which are some nice touches. Now another main reason why I like these vans and chose this one is because they have a galvanized body, which means they don't rust, not as much anyway, which is a real big bonus when living in the UK and Scotland in particular. The other advantage is the size. Now I specifically wanted a van that can fit in normal car parking spaces and underground car parks, because anything bigger than this, it really does limit where you can go. I can use this as an everyday vehicle, which I do. I can park it in normal car parking spots, I can take it to the cities and park anywhere I want, and I can even park in car parks with height restrictions, which I can't do with any vans bigger than this. I can also lie down fully in the back for sleeping, which gets a little bit tricky in anything much smaller than this. As good as this van is, it's not perfect, and actually they have notoriously bad handles. Now last winter when it got really cold, the doors actually froze up, and as I tried to open them, the door handles snapped off, which is really annoying. So I didn't actually have access to the back door for months, and the side door got really tricky. I had to reach in and open it from the inside, which wasn't ideal. It actually cost me nearly 300 quid to get all the doors and the internals replaced, which was, yeah, a bit of a sting. The other annoying thing is the front subframe keeps on coming loose, and it's actually loose at the minute and it rattles like mad. This is actually the third time I've had to get it tightened up, and I don't know why it keeps on coming loose. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. I'm going to get that tightened up again and hopefully it stays tight. But that's enough about the van. What about the conversion? Now I'm, like I mentioned, here at the Ply Guys, who do internal furniture, and I can't wait to show you what they're going to be doing with this thing. But they don't do carpeting. So if I open these doors up, get a bit of light in here, you can see that this thing has been insulated and carpeted, well, partially carpeted. I actually got this thing back from the company that did it. It was Northview Customs in East Kilbride. And I was like, they've only done half a job. No, this is actually spot on because a lot of it's going to be covered by ply from these guys. So yeah, it's been partially carpeted, insulated. I've actually got a little heater underneath the driver's seat, so a little diesel heater, so in the winter I can get this thing nice and toasty. And they've even put in a side window right here, which opens so I can look outside and open a window. You know what side windows do, but that is really awesome, and I think it actually looks really, really cool as well. But yeah, that is a bit of detail about the van. I've actually had to get this done ASAP so that the guys can start their work. So that's what's going to happen. They're going to measure the internals, get it all sorted, and get this thing kitted out, and it's going to be awesome. And I'm going to show you the process of it. Okay, work has commenced. The floor is starting to go in. Now, when I did first speak to them, we talked about the layout in here, gonna have a bed, and that's about all I can remember. I can't actually remember at all what the layout's gonna be, so this is gonna be a little bit of a surprise. The really cool thing about this Ply is it's all CNC'd on machines inside this building here, so it all fits together super nicely, looks super pro. I was just speaking to Hamish then, and yeah, there's a lot of waste, but it is all recycled, so these guys are they're looking out for the environment, which is also really cool.
So that's that panel finished now. It was just doing initially, it was just doing these little engraving lines, and then it's gone around and mapped out all the different profiles. So this is the passenger side rear quarter wall, some little tail pieces and two of the back panels for the back doors. And then later on we'll show you some cutting, some CNC cutting of the actual furniture that's going in Ali's van.
Okay, while the guys are working on the van, let's fill you in on some details on the company. The Ply Guys is run from one of the most scenic business locations I've been to, an old farm nestled next to Loch Lomond, about a 30-minute drive from Glasgow. It was founded by Hamish after he used his product design skills to convert his own van after being disappointed with the alternatives on the market. It drew enough attention that he started the business, which has now grown to employ 9 amazingly talented and skilled people, and a few dogs. They love creating new things and doing it in a manner that makes it easier for people to get away in their vans and doing the things they like doing, whether that's biking, skiing, surfing, or simply going to the beach and chilling. They love to build things to solve problems for people, and their range of furniture suits an array of vehicles and situations. But having functional solutions was just one element. Making it look good is another. Now, vans are small, so it's important to make them brighter. And there's lots of hints to the Scottish heritage of the company, with recognisable mountain silhouettes and contour lines scattered throughout. They use CAD, CAM and CNCs to precisely cut high-quality birch ply into modular systems to fit nearly any vehicle. Much like fellow Scottish brand Pinned, who I've covered in this channel before, all the work is done in-house, from initial concept, 3D design, manufacturing and installing. This means they can quickly turn ideas into physical items, even if it's just their own enjoyment, but also for that cherry on top custom personal touch. Now, it doesn't stop with vans. They also do furniture and even shop fittings and display stands. Their own office is full of their creations. Furniture isn't necessarily something they'll sell individually, but if you need a full room installation, they like the idea of doing bespoke work to suit unique spaces. So if you have a cool project and like what the Ply Guys do, don't be scared and get in touch. Now, I've worked with many brands, but one thing I'm impressed with is how much everyone here loves their job. Everyone seems to be valued and respected, and this is why I love working with companies like this. There's also the aspect that I am lucky and live really close. Now, it's likely you aren't so lucky, but the installations can mostly be done in a day. So if you need to travel, they'll have you fitted and on the road quicker than you might think. Now, I wonder how my van's getting on. There's been some progress. The guys are having their lunch now, but as you can see, there is some furniture fitted to this. It is not finished yet. It's still loose. It's still a bit sawdusty in there, but it's exciting. Next update soon. So, we are done. I say we haven't done anything today. I haven't even lifted a finger. Hamish and the team are done, and it's awesome. I'm a little bit lost for words here. I had to show you this. This is the bike system, which obviously slides in and out. We have my hex on here at the minute, but you can fit all kinds of different things here, from loaded bikes. They have their fork mounts. I can fit whatever mounts I want on there, so I can have my e-bike, I can have my mountain bike, because this thing will take a lot of weight. I can even work on my bike on that, and then when I'm done with it, it all slides back inside, and I think that is awesome. One other really cool thing is, getting here, we have, instead of a leisure battery, we have a power bank which I can just lift in and out. So if I'm down at a beach or I don't know, wherever, I can just take this down with me, play some tunes, charge phones, and I'm not reliant on just doing that in the van. So that is really, really cool. I can power everything from that. And in winter, if it's getting too cold, I can take it inside and protect it as well. So yeah, that is awesome. But there's a few nuanced details in here, which I think Hamish would be better to explain.
We might as well start with the pièce de résistance little bike slide. This is our short wheelbase version of something called a Drathair bike slide. Just means it's a little bit narrower, but you can probably still fit 2 bikes on this. The same size will fit in a short wheelbase Transporter or an L1 H1 Transit Custom, something like that. So right now it's slid out and it's on locking drawer runners. So these little yellow handles, kind of tying in with a bike. We didn't mean that. But yeah, just pop them down and then the bike slides all the way in and locks in there. Nice and tight. There's lots of adjustability with the loaded bike system that we use. Yeah, we really like these guys. They make some really solid stuff. But in this particular setup, you can fit a bike like Ali's, or you can fit like, you can even fit like extra large enduro bikes. Just front wheel off, fork mount in, slide them in, away you go. These are heavy duty slides, so they'll take about 220 kilos. So you could probably stand on that. Should we give it a go?
Do you dare?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not kidding.
Yeah, so you can stand on it. Whew! Alright, so we'll wander around the back. Ooh, while we're at it, sorry. Ooh, that little guy at the back. That's just a little custom mount Nooks board. Just for, you can hang helmets there, bike wheels, bike accessories, crap that gets muddy. That's fine. So around here you can start to see little bits and bobs of wall finishing things that we've done. We've put our Bala wall system in this, which is a lovely sort of clad style birch lining all over the van. There's top quarters here and there's full van walls in here. They're made from 6.5mm birch, so they're nice and solid, so you can screw things to them like that Nooks board down there, or like a little finishing touch we did for Ali here. Yeah, so onto the bed system. This is kind of two of our standard products paired together. On the driver's hand side, we have a Torridon system with a storage box. So this kind of works like this. So that can slide away and slide in and out. So you can have it set up as just a side bench on this side and a side bench on that side, or you can connect the two with that rear unequal extension piece. That creates a nice U-shaped seating area, which you can probably fit 4 or 5 people in there to have a beer. That'd be nice. So before we get the full bed system out and show you that from the Torridon, it's got a big storage drawer. Again, these are on the same drawer runners as the bike system, so they're real heavy duty, so you can shove as much stuff as you like in here. Bike pumps, bike gear, tool boxes, all that kind of carry on. They have locker lids on them too, which are movable, so you can set it up so you can have a cooker out here, so you can cook outside rather than inside, which is pretty handy for the smells and things. These little separators too come in and out, so you can create different spaces for wet smelly shoes and dry smelly shoes. So that covers the storage aspect of the Torridon bed system, and then on the passenger side we have a version of our Clarkson Sorsha, which Sorsha means lightweight in Gaelic. And if you have a wee look at this, Ali, it's nice open storage underneath, which is sometimes actually a bit more versatile than having something encased and having a door on something. You can fit a lot more stuff in there. You can cram things in, duvets, jackets, wet boots, that sort of stuff, and maybe play a little tune. They're in tune. Nice. Cool, so that's the Clarkson Sorsha on the passenger side, Torridon on this side. They both connect together to form a large full width bed. So we popped that section away before, but we can just pull that out. This is a little locking bar to stop it jiggling about. So that's in place, and this is in place. And then that's your U-shaped seating and U-shaped setup. So to make it into a full width bed, the next section pulls out. There's a little bungee retention doodad. Oh. So this just pulls out thus far, and these two little infills go in here. And then so that is a 1.8 meter long and 1.55 wide bed. So it's bigger than a double bed, almost as big as a king size bed. That little spot over there, you can see it on here. Can you see it on here? Yes, it's over there. We intentionally leave that side slightly shorter, especially in short wheelbases. If you have a full width bed absolutely everywhere and have a kitchen pod or a bike slide or something up the front, you then lose all floor space. And floor space is pretty handy and often forgotten about. So in this bed setup, If there's two of you sleeping up here, your heads are at this end, your main torsos are up this end, that's where you need the width. Your legs are down that end, and you've both got room to spin your feet out, put your shoes on, open the sliding door, and start the day.
Good to me.
There's one tiny thing I forgot about. It's very small, but quite handy. So the bed's super easy to put in. That's it, little bungee strap, poof. And there's just a wee small cupboard.
Oh, I never knew that was there. Very cool.
So yeah, that's the bed system away now. You can tell it's really quick. We might as well put this section away. Locking bar away. That way. Little section of bungee. There you go.
That is quick.
Pretty quick. So when it's set up like this, you not only have space on the bike slide for bikes to slide in and out, but you've also got full through load space. So if you want to chuck more bikes in down there, you can put more fork mounts down there. So it makes it really super handy for carting bikes around, race days, just days out on the hill. Yeah.
And you also mentioned earlier that these can just be whipped out with a 5mm Allen key.
Oh yeah, completely forgot. So if you zoom in down here, I don't know if you can see that, I don't know. But all of this furniture is fitted to our floor with bolts and insert nuts. So our floor is screwed into, well, it was Ali's existing floor, but then that's bonded down or battened down to the floor. Our floor goes in on top, and then we drill and fit insert nuts into the floor, which are basically like riv nuts or a nut that's secured into the floor. And then we drill through our furniture and bolt it in. And in our eyes, that's way better than screwing everything in, because you can take it in and out as many times as you like. It's absolutely solid, which is, again, we need to do it like that because of the heavy duty drawer runners and what our customers use this storage for. But yeah, really quick, 5mm Allen key or an impact driver, poof poof poof, we can take this all out. We have done it slightly more than your average customer, but we could have this van empty in 5 minutes, and then we could put it all back in 5 minutes. It doesn't take us 5 minutes to fit, but that's because we do it, and we'd prefer to do it. So if you need your van for a van purpose, so if you need to move house or you need to do something, or touch wood, the van breaks down and you need a new van, you could theoretically just whip all this stuff out and put it in another van, which is super handy. Or just take it out, chuck a sofa in for your mate who's moving house, chuck all the stuff back in at the end of the weekend. So super versatile. We've got a huge standard range of furniture that we make slight modifications to fit different vehicles. But yeah, we do traffics, transits, transporters. We're about to do a Berlingo next week. We do Land Rovers, Defenders. We did a Land Rover 101 last week. We do crafters, sprinters. What else do we do? We're doing a Suzuki Jimny.
You done any boats yet?
We have done furniture for a boat.
Have you?
Yeah, we have. It was an ex-police boat. I can't remember where it was. Down south somewhere. That looked pretty cool.
Maybe aeroplanes next.
Oh, I don't know. Well, we do stuff for like trucks, Ford Rangers, that sort of things. Like big slide out beds for the rear trays. Yeah, but we're always doing new stuff. We like being creative with things. We like developing products. So you'll see lots of new things coming through just in general. Yeah, we're just like making stuff. Completely forgot. We put one of our, what we call a Suez roof system in. We do a few different types. We do them with light cutouts, like LED downlight spotlight cutouts, or we do them completely blank, which if the customer wants to do something like they've got existing lights or they do something. But this one is called our Croc system, which has all of these little bungee loops in the roof. The roofs, just the same as the walls, are made out of 6.5mm birch, so they're actually really strong. So you can hang a good amount of stuff off of these. I wouldn't hang bricks, but you could hang a rucksack, climbing rope, climbing gear, and we supply 4 of these little lights with this system too. They're just rechargeable LED lights, but they're quite handy because you can move them around the van. You can have them outside the van because they're magnetic and they're USB rechargeable, so Ali can recharge them off the EcoFlow that he's got in the van as well, so you'll never really be without light or power. This one, we tend to do them with topography engraving. So Ali's got Ben Nevis on the top of this one.
I was going to ask, was it a specific mountain?
Yeah, so this is the Ben, but we also do like Torridon, Coolin Mountain Range, Buchel, we've done Snowdon, what else have we done? Loads of things. We can do it all.
Nice.
But it just adds that little bit of, if you're lying in bed and you're looking up at the ceiling, you can sort of imagine not being where it is, but it just adds that little bit more sort of wildness to it.
Nice little touch, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. So we've just moved the van out to get some slightly more scenic photos of it, but now that that's done, that's going to be the end of the video. I am so over the moon. I don't normally show emotion very well, but believe me, this is a very, very happy alley. This is such an awesome setup in here. I can finally sleep in comfort, in warmth, and go on a few more road trips. One thing I really love that Hamish mentioned is just how modular this is and how easy it is just to get these out if I want to use the van as a van. That was one thing I was slightly worried about, just committing to a layout and then never being able to take a sofa or anything big or just use it as a van ever again. So it is really cool to know that I can just whip these out really easily. Now it may seem like this conversion is fully done, but it's not quite. I still need to get a privacy curtain for the front and the side window and just generally kit this thing out for road trips. I need to be able to cook, stuff like that. So yeah, there's still a few little things that I need to do, and I'll keep you updated on those when I do them. What is my hair actually doing? It's so annoying. One other thing that I might actually do is get another load bike system and have that in the back so that I can secure more bikes. Be cool to see if I can fit 2 bikes on this slider as well. So yeah, that's something I need to do. It goes without saying, I owe the Ply Guys an absolutely huge thanks. All of the team are really nice guys and gals, and it's just such an awesome, unique company in such a cool, unique place, and they make really cool, unique furniture. Oh, it's getting a little bit chilly now, so I'm gonna jump this thing, head home, edit this video. So I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll catch you next time. So take care everyone, bye bye.